Hey, Blue Table fans! Spencer here doing a miniature showcase, our very first one, mind you. This is some really awesome stuff that the guys at Warlord Games were so kind as to send us to paint up and show off for you guys. So I thought I'd sit down and give you a closer look at a couple of the very fantastic products that company makes. So let's start by taking a look at these guys. Alright, so the first model we're taking a look at are the Roman Legionnaires for their Hail Caesar game. These were built up, these come in a box of 20 guys plus the Scorpion bolt thrower here. So we got these 10 guys built up with pylons. They also come with swords, but those guys are still being built, but we wanted to get you something to look at. So these are really fantastic models. They've got quite a bit of detail on them. They're not quite as modular, I guess, as Warhammer models, but that's what you kind of get with historical stuff. A lot more bodies are fused to the torso or legs and stuff like that. But still very cool models. The option to build them with either weapon is great, and you get the Scorpion bolt thrower here, which is a nice big hefty model. Now they don't come with these bases. These are just 20 mil square bases we had sitting around here at the studio, as well as a, I believe this is a old chariot base from Warhammer Fantasy. But still, these are very nice models. The decals on the shields are very cool and do spare you from having to freehand in all that detail, which I imagine would be a nightmare. So I really like these guys. Fantastic looking kit, and a great deal considering how much stuff you get in this kit. So now we've taken a look at these guys, how about we move on to some World War II. So first of 3 World War II sets we have. These are all for the Bolt Action game, which, by the way, a fantastic game. A couple of us here at the studio have armies for it and are hoping to start playing soon, once we get caught up on the billion other things we're currently painting. This is Japanese Imperial Infantry. These are very cool models, multi-pose, multi-part, hard plastic models like you expect from Games Workshop nowadays. So it's really cool that Warlord's doing that more often, and they're getting out of doing a lot of the metal models. So these guys come with their little bases here. Very cool models. Really like them. I just love the amount of detail that they actually got on these guys. It's very crisp, it's very clean, and it's also very realistic without being too, I guess, caught up in its realism. The flag here is a decal, so you can do that, or you can hand paint it if you want. So that's the Japanese Imperial Infantry box, another great kit. And next we're going to be moving on to Japan's friends, Germany. So here we have a German half-track. I don't remember exactly which one it is because German half-tracks have about 6 billion numbers and letters per name. So please forgive me for not knowing the exact one. But this is a really cool kit. This is plastic, resin, and metal. I believe the gunner here is metal. There's some bits in here. That's all resin in there. But the bulk of the model, the main chassis and the treads and the wheels and all, that's all plastic. So this is a really cool, really kind of simple kit. Little freehand here, the Iron Cross and the numbering. Very cool. This rust and dirt and stuff is actually a pigment powder that the painter who did this up for us decided to try out, and it came out really cool. So if you're interested in knowing more about that, leave a comment and I'll be sure somebody gets back to you for that. So this is a pretty cool kit. It's one of the many half-tracks. There's, I think, 4 different half-track kits out there for this game. But this one has the cannon. I know the one that comes in the Blitzkrieg starter box for Germans has a light machine gun. And I only know that because Jeremy has that one. So again, an awesome model. Very straightforward as far as assembly goes, and just comes out looking really awesome once you paint it up. So that's the German half-track. And now for the final bolt action model, the Russian T-34. This is an awesome, awesome kit. It's actually a pretty good size. Here it is next to one of the Japanese infantry to give you at least a decent idea of the scale of this thing. So it is in scale with bolt action models. It looks really small compared to something like say a Rhino or you know, a Land Raider or even like a Devilfish or something from 40K, but those models are all heroic scale, so everything about those is really kind of exaggerated. But this is just an awesome looking model. Surprisingly, the T-34 here is all plastic, so in comparison, I meant to bring in my Cromwell tank from my Brits. That is metal and resin. So I was actually pleasantly surprised to find out that this is a completely plastic kit. Goes together real easy, not a ton of parts. The hull's basically one piece, and then the turret's like 2 or 3 pieces, and then the treads and all are like 2-3 pieces a piece. So this is a very awesome kit. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but there is a lot of cool detail on there, and there's also a lot of sort of weathering that was done on this. Again, I'm not sure how well it's showing up on the camera. Plus the little freehand there on the turret. So again, this is just an awesome model. And the turret does rotate. You can even pop off. It's held on there pretty securely. It's just a little peg and slot sort of system. So no need to magnetize it. It's got a nice friction grip there. If you get one of the resin kits, I do recommend magnetizing it. It's what I'm going to be doing with my Cromwell. So yeah, the T-34 is a great kit. If you're going to be playing Soviets in bolt action, this is a great model to buy. Like I said, it's easy to put together. It's plastic. You get one of these in the 1,000-point bolt action starter set for the Russians. So, you know, can never go wrong with a big, hefty slab of Soviet tank goodness. So that's it, guys, for the first miniature showcase we're kind of doing here. I want to give a big thanks to the guys from Warlord Games for sending these to us. These are awesome, awesome models, and I know the guys downstairs were really happy to get some stuff into paint. So yeah, huge thanks to Warlord for sending these to us. If you guys are interested in checking out more from Warlord Games, whether it be Hail Caesar, Bolt Action, or Pike and Shot or Black Powder, which are their 2 other systems, you can follow the link below to go to their website and check them out in a little more detail. I want to thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned to Blue Table Painting for more bat reps, and you know, I might have another miniature showcase coming up. Got some samurai in the works.